Coming up on this week's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update, we uncover areas of study that may not fill your pockets but can sustain emotional well-being.
Plus, teen suicide rates are increasing and gay bullying may be at the forefront. Keith Kahanik finds out how Texas Tech is helping students in the LGBT community.
And later, students are often trying to find ways to stay active while in college. We take a look at the Texas Tech Club sports teams and how they're offering students a competitive option to recreational intramurals.
From the College of Mass Communications on the campus of Texas Tech University, this is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Hello and welcome into this week's edition of your MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Ian Marable.
And I'm Jordan Allen. With some areas of study, degree profitability is secondary to emotional fulfillment. Students understand the uncertainty of finding work but remain optimistic. David Gonzalez finds one department where this issue is dealt with on a regular basis.
Graduating from college is considered by many to be one of life's great accomplishments. However, for some, the end of school brings uncertainty about what job can be found in relation to a major. A recent survey by Payscale.com looks at which are the least and most profitable degrees. Among the majors with the lowest profitability is art, which is ranked in the bottom 10% of the list. Senior art student Dylan Kennedy says earning money is secondary to him when doing something he really likes.
I've been painting since my freshman year in high school. I started getting into oil and stuff, and I found a real passion for it, so I immediately knew that was what I wanted to do.
Kennedy says going to college has been beneficial to his development as an artist. He says college provides an availability of resources artists trying to start on their own may not have access to. He says instructors also provide valuable feedback to help improve technique and encourage new ideas. University Career Services Director David Cross says while money's important, students need to find a career they will enjoy doing.
There's not a whole lot worse than getting up every morning, knowing you're going to make a lot of money and knowing you hate your job.
Cross says arts are degrees of passion, and career services won't discourage anyone from picking them because of the low pay.
If they want to be an actor or an actress or a famous musician, I am going to be the last person in the world, and anybody on my staff will be right there with me. We are not going to tell a student they shouldn't do that.
He says career services will be realistic in helping achieve a student's goals. He adds planning alternatives is common if something doesn't work out or a student changes their mind. Cross says employers are not only looking at the degree title, but also what skills are associated with having that major. With MCTV, I'm David Gonzalez.
Thanks, David. Despite the health risks of giving blood, a number of donors persist in light of helping others. But exactly how thin is the line between selling plasma and donating blood? Henry Ramos has the story.
I guess the worst thing about donating is the scar.
Ben Wright, now lighthearted, recalls his experience about donating plasma 5 years ago. Wright says he had a seizure after donating at DCI Biologicals. He says it was an experience, but was ready to donate the following week.
The ER doctor, and he said that would be fine if I go back, but just take it easy. Take your breaks when you need it.
Former DCI Biologicals phlebotomist Amber Cisneros says people do have those experiences like Wright, but others just simply get ill.
Even whenever they're donating, some people just start feeling real sick and nauseous, throw up. Every day somebody throws up, passes out.
Senior at Texas Tech University, Brendan Lawrenson, says there can be health issues while donating, but the pros outweigh the cons.
You are helping it. It's not just, you're donating blood and you never know. I mean, this is used for good. So I would say it's well worth it.
Spokesman with United Blood Services, Les Long, says there is a huge difference between donating blood and selling plasma.
Now, selling plasma, okay, that's just a different situation. And I'm not saying that there isn't a place for that, because there definitely is, okay? But when people do that, they do need to understand the difference, that is never transfused into people or anything.
Texas Tech student Chelsea Griffin says bottom line, she donates because it is a good thing and she encourages others to do the same.
Definitely feel that I'm supposed to do something to help someone else as long as I'm willing to do that.
An open records request was filed with the Food and Drug Administration in regards to the process donated plasma goes through before it reaches its final destination. A representative with DCI Biologicals was also contacted but declined to comment. For MCTV, I'm Henry Ramos.
Thanks, Henry. Recently, a number of celebrities and organizations have spoken up about bullying and its severe effects. Gay teens not only have to endure pressures from society and the community, but from peers as well. Keith Kohanek discovers options for those looking for help.
October is Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Awareness Month. Organizations across the country will work to raise awareness and clear up misunderstandings regarding the LGBT community. One aspect brought to the forefront by a string of recent suicides is gay bullying. Women's Studies Program Coordinator Tricia Earls says gay bullying is not a new thing, rather a trend that she sees being validated in society.
The gay teen bullying is supported by the preacher I may have, who's telling me I'm going to hell, who's telling me that I'm an abomination. It's in my movies, when I hear faggot all the time, or I hear whatever else that might affect me. It is in my home life, if I'm not open to my family.
Earl says the root of not only gay bullying but all bullying is a fear of the unknown. A fear she believes could be lessened through an open dialogue between the LGBT community and the majority.
People are different. If we recognize the differences, that they are so many differences, that there's just not a handful that we can call up right away, the more we talk about that, the more possibly there might be more tolerance for the other.
Until that dialogue takes place, victims of gay bullying can find support on the Texas Tech campus. Ally Safe Zone signs like this one here in the Student Counseling Center indicate that staff members or faculty have been trained to deal with issues specific to the LGBT community. SCC psychologist Clint Hobbs says the center offers specific LGBT individual and group therapy.
They used to be support groups. Now we've kind of shifted that focus a little bit to kind of not just support, but also some processing of relationship issues in there. But we have 3 groups that are unique to that population.
Students can walk into the SCC and speak with a psychologist Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 3:30. For MCTV, I'm Keith Kohanek.
Unlike intramurals, Texas Tech offers student-organized club teams for students not playing university athletics but who still yearn to compete. Although club teams are not funded through Tech, they are still as competitive as university teams and are proven contenders at regional, state, and national levels.
For example, a couple years ago, we were in the national finals against UC Santa Barbara, and they have an extremely talented Division I program where they've won nationals. We played them in the national finals, and they had several guys that had played on their Division I team and were then playing club.
Club teams are funded through dues, fundraisers, and some money allocated through the rec center.
October brings fall weather, trick-or-treaters, and of course, breast cancer awareness. Thanks to organizations such as Susan G. Komen, awareness has increased significantly. Kristen Bologlu has more.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Member of Zeta Tau Alpha sorority at Texas Tech University, Lindsay Viato talks about her involvement with her sorority's philanthropy.
Well, Zeta's philanthropy is Susan G. Komen, and we help raise awareness for breast cancer. October is where a lot of people are ready to volunteer and help out Susan G. Komen, and where Race for the Cure happens all around the country.
Daughter of a breast cancer victim, Katie Stevens recognizes the impact the founder of Susan G. Komen for the Cure has made.
I mean, she's definitely made a promise to her sister when she passed away that she's going to make a difference and find a cure for this disease. And I mean, look what she's done. She's made it this huge awareness campaign, and it's really, really propelled so many other organizations to get involved. And every penny counts. I mean, everything goes to some research, or if it's to, buy someone who can't afford a wig.
There are many different awareness campaigns around the Lubbock community. Ashley Furniture and Mix 100 are currently collecting bras. They will give $1 to Susan G. Komen for each bra collected.
I think everyone is actually affected by it, whether it be your mom, someone you know, a friend of a friend. There's someone you know that's just been diagnosed.
It's not a death sentence anymore. And that's something that's so amazing, that we've come so far, even in the past 5 years since my mom passed away. The technology and the treatments and the kind of funding that this disease gets is monumental.
KomenLubbock.org lists many of the opportunities available to Lubbock residents to volunteer and help raise awareness. With MCTV, I'm Kristen Bologlu.
That's all the time we have today. Thanks for watching our MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Ian Marable.
And I'm Jordan Allen. We hope you have a great week.